All right, now it was foreshadowed quite some time ago when Candace and Hannah were going at the funeral home, and Candace said something about Hannah, and then she flipped it back. It's like, look, you just spoke your own fate into existence. You're the one who's going to be killed and buried in an unmarked grave with all your enemies standing over you, spitting over it. So I think it goes without saying that even Veronica and Candace both fall into the same category of gaining more enemies instead of allies. And it would not surprise me if all those people at the Artesian Hotel team up against her. I'm talking RK, Rocky, Gia, because RK is new to the game. Let's just put it that way, because he even said that to Candace, like, hey, I just wanted to thank you for making me a part of this operation. And Candace like, well, don't thank me. I didn't want you a part of it to begin with. Well, I know. Well, thank Rocky. He was the one that brought you in, not me. So I loved the last episode where, RK was a bit hostile. I was like, look, first, you need to make up your mind. You tell Gia she can keep the money. Then you come down here and tell her to give you the money. Then you want me to go over there to this old dude. I got a girl, man. I ain't trying to do this. It's like, you get your ass over there. And then after she left and took care of the vice, RK was like, man, I don't know how much I could take this. I better get a bigger cut. And he's like, well, you heard what she said. Gia seems to be very passive, but I feel like with giving the right push, RK is going to help, get her on his side to team up against Candace. Then you have Rocky talking with Broderick at the front desk a couple episodes ago. It's like, you know what? She better give me a bigger cut on this deal. It's like some big operation she's working on. I was the one that got the account numbers. And then in the preview for next week, you see Rocky talking with Candace in the room. It's like, I'm not going to let you burn me like this. Probably in regards to the cut that she gives Rocky isn't as big as he feels it should be. So then we see Candace look up with, death in her eyes. And it looks like that's going to be the scene where she beats him with the crowbar. Or it could be in the following episode. But I just want to know what you think. Do you think that Candace is being very stupid for treating these people like crap? And then when the time comes, they will actually team up against her? Because that's one thing you need to know is about Candace intimidating these people. It usually happens when it's one-on-one. But what happens when all these people that she's, for a lack of a better phrase, bullying, team up together against her? What is she going to do then? That's my question to you. So in the comment section below, what do you think is going to happen? Remember, at one time, Jim and Warlock teamed up against Candace in jail. Remember that? So who's to say it won't happen again, but with even more characters? Because remember, Rocky was the one that brought in RK. So let's say Rocky gets beaten up with the crowbar. I hope he doesn't die. I don't think that will happen. But what if he gets banged up and then, RK is like, yo, what happened to Rocky? Where is he at? And then he gets told what's happened, or he meets up with Rocky, and then it's told what's happened to him by Candace. Oh, they're going to form an alliance. You best believe that. So let me know in the comment section below. At what point do you think these characters will team up against Candace? Not to mention, throw Oscar in there as well. We see in the next preview, it looks like Jim finally checks his bank account, sees the money isn't there. Oscar rushes over to his computer to see what's up. And he even said, Candace, if you screw this up to me, I want to kill you. So I even did a video a while back talking about what if, Oscar gets help from Quita in order to get back at Candace. So it's almost like an Injustice League, if you will, where you're going to have like Oscar, Quita, Gia, Rocky, RK, and probably more characters who Candace have wronged, join forces together and gang up on her. And also, I'm going to throw another bone into the equation. Remember that Charles is going to tell Landon that he wants all of Candace's schemes to fail. Now, what if she concocts more schemes with the likes of all the people I just listed, like Rocky, Gia, and whatnot, and these schemes fail because of Charles's interference? And then that puts those other people in dangerous positions where they almost get arrested or they lose money. They're going to be pissed off at Candace. So if anything, Charles might be making things even worse for Candace. Let's take it back a couple of seasons. Look, listen to me now. Remember when what was it? When Candace finally gave Warlock the $2 million in cash from the bank. That's right. She was sky-free. Okay, I'm good to go. Warlock and me are cool again. That's the end of that. But then, turns out Mitch took it upon himself to help out Candace without her knowing it. and put the drugs in the spare tire in Warlock's trunk, had the Malones arrest him and whatnot, and then with him being in jail, Warlock finds out from Jim that it was more money than she even told him, so $2 million wasn't even everything that was owed. And then that caused even more trouble to Candace. So Mitch was trying to help out Candace. And remember, those two had a love interest thing going on in the past. Now you have Charles in the present who wants to become Candace's love interest, make her first lady. So he wants to, quote unquote, help her without her knowing it by sabotaging all her plans. And by doing so, could be creating enemies out of her allies. So I feel like this would be a great way of finally causing Candace to be knocked down a few pegs. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think these people will team up against her and take her down once for all? Do you think Charles is going to make things even worse for Candace? Let me know. I feel like this is a great theory. This could be a great upcoming arc for 2019, depending on how Tyler Perry writes it. So subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you soon.